to do yourself prep work as an actor coming into something. For me, I'm newer at voice work, and I find I actually have to almost visualize the character more so than I do in front of the camera, because in front of the camera, you're actually running around the scene. You know, if you're running around with a gun, like when I was doing Sarah the other day, I think last week.
Right.
You know, I'm running, I'm shooting the gun, everything like that. In front of the camera, you're actually doing that. I mean, mind you, it's a prop gun, but you're still actually running around doing that. So it's easier to become the character and feel like you are the character. But when you're sitting there with earphones on and you have to stay this close to the mic, you can't be jumping around or hear the sound. I mean, your stomach gurgles and it's like the loudest thing possible. It's like, I get so embarrassed in the sound booth because it's like, okay, do I eat beforehand? Because then I'm going to be digesting. If I don't eat beforehand, then I'm going to be hungry. Then I'm like, you know, your voice makes it's, you know, so you're right here. And see, for me personally, I have to even visualize more so than if I'm on camera, because that's all you have to go on is your mind. Because you can't be bouncing around, you can't be running around with the gun, you aren't being cradled in Jim's arms or whatever, or Robert's, or...
You can cradle yourself, my arms are ready for you.
Yeah. And that being said, you do... Like you say, you really do use your imagination quite a bit. That's the whole point. And you do. And
I'd rather experience it, Fred. I want to experience.
Okay. Acting is experience. But then you are teamed up. You got this great, you know, like in this case, you have the wonderful writing. You know, the writer is right there and a great direction. So you really are teamed with the animators, the writer, and the director to create this one character. It's kind of extraordinary. It does require all of that.
Guys, really quick, that just reminded me. I just want to give a quick call out to Dustin Browder and Andy Chambers, who are not up here, but just cohorts in writing the game, designing the game. Nick Carpenter, the cinematic director. A lot of people aren't up here right now, but you know, you guys know what's up. You've been here the last couple of years. The writing team is just exceptional, and it's been just a blast to develop these characters with the boys, you know, and do this thing as a team effort. So just wanted to say that, boys, if you're out there, thank you.
Looks like we have time for a few more questions.
I have a lore question for Wings of Liberty.
Real loud, brother.
At the end of Brood War, the hidden map where you find out Duran's plot.
Dark Origin.
Yes. Will that have any impact on Wings of Liberty, or will that come in later, perhaps?
It heralds everything. A little bit of that plays out in Wings of Liberty in some really cool ways. You know, we see Zeratul creeping around, kind of going Dick Tracy, trying to get to the bottom of that mystery. What is going on? How, you know, what's happening under the surface of this great war? It plays out a little bit in Wings of Liberty, but it really is, if you can say that at some level, the heart of StarCraft 2 and StarCraft in general, as far as I'm concerned, is Raynor and Kerrigan, right? And that thing that may or may not happen with these crazy kids, right? If that's the heart of the story, the theme that Dark Origin kind of sets in our minds is essentially the spine of ultimately the great questions of the StarCraft universe will be unveiled overall. Again, it plays out over 3 chapters, and I probably could have answered that with a third of the words, but you know, so. Did I answer that satisfactorily? You guys gravy? All gravy? Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. My question was, I was wondering, is the core cast signed for all 3 chapters so the voice acting continuity is right there all the way to the end?
Sure we are, aren't we?
We certainly want that to happen.
Yes.
We certainly want that to happen.
You know, other than requests, you know, to have like all the brown M&Ms taken out of the bowl and, you know, just crazy rock star requests, you know, I think we'll try and make everybody happy and make sure the continuity is maintained.
Well, let me ask, do you guys want us back? Okay.
My question pertains